we are, because it says we are. So hopefully you guys are hearing and seeing this. So what I have here is something I've been waiting on for about a year now. My wife is sitting right there, and she just showed me that apparently I'm not live. Or maybe her iPhone or her iPad's just a little bit,
I'm like refreshing it.
a little bit behind.
No, you are.
Oh, and there's some sound from my from my laptop right here, just pulling up the chat. So when everybody does join, I can monitor that and answer any questions that you guys do have. But yeah, so this is what I've been waiting for quite some time. This is the Kickstarter Spawn figure set. So this is the 3-pack, and let me focus that just a little bit more kind of on what we're gonna be opening up here. And as you guys can tell, this freaking box is ridiculously huge. So all 3 figures should be in this box. I can't remember. I know it's the classic, modern, and the artist proof. I know there were specific items, like specific accessories, that only came with the 3-pack. I don't remember exactly which ones those were, but once we get this opened, hopefully that jogs the memory, and I'll show you everything that's in the box. This was literally just delivered. Let's see, when was that? Like maybe at like 3 o'clock today. So this is brand new, but we'll let, right now there's 0 people in here. So we'll see if anyone joins before we actually open any of this stuff up. But hopefully everyone is having a good, Wednesday evening. And yeah, we'll see if anyone joins. So I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday evening. So we got some people in here, so it looks like 3. So welcome. Hopefully your guys' evening is going well. And like I said, we're about ready to open up finally the Spawn 3-pack, which I am ecstatic is now out and here, and we finally get to see what we've been missing with this thing. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this Wednesday night. This is always the part that I just feel weird, because since there's really no one in here, that I'm just kind of talking until we do get some people in here. So I literally think the 2 in here is my wife and myself right now. She's probably not even watching it, so.
No, I haven't, though. I just accidentally.
No. Yeah, because essentially I'm just, like I said, I'm just talking to myself. So yeah, this is the most awkward part. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well. It's like we have 3 people. 2 of them are me and my wife.
No, I'm not either.
So yeah. So this may be all good. Andrew Evans, what is going on? How are you this evening? Hopefully you're doing well. Like I was just saying, we are in the middle of about ready to open up the Spawn 3-pack from Kickstarter. Super excited about this. I pre-ordered this, I think, day 1. Matthew Arbro, what is going on? How are you tonight? Yeah, I pre-ordered this I think within the first couple hours that the Kickstarter went live, and like I said, it's been about a year wait, maybe a little bit over a year. I feel like I'm trying to remember exactly when I placed the order. Trevor McGuire, I'm literally unboxing my trilogy right now. Nice. Like I said, yeah, mine just came in this morning, so or this afternoon. So I'm super excited to get this unboxed. Christian, what is going on? How are you this evening? Hopefully you are doing well. And yeah, I am beyond excited for this. So the one thing I will say is I'm not crazy. It's interesting. This is how McFarlane shipped this. Because it flat out tells you exactly what's in it. Like, there's no mystery at all what this box is. And I mean, if someone knows what it is, it's like, you know, putting Air Jordan on a shipping box, and hopefully it doesn't get stolen between when it ships and when it gets here. I thought that was like, and this one doesn't say it. This one says a 3-pack, but I saw the single packs actually say autographed, which I don't know why I have an issue with kind of shipping something like this, where it just, you know, just flat out tells exactly what it is. because I don't know if it was like a fake posting, but Josh did send me an image yesterday because I had some issues with the shipper because the tracking didn't have anything on it at all. And then I contacted FedEx and the I think it was like Pledge Ship or something like that, whoever actually like was doing the fulfillment service, and neither of them could tell me where it was at. And then all of a sudden it just randomly popped up in Knoxville, Tennessee. So yeah, I was a little bit frustrated with that. And then Josh showed me like where one of these sold for like $2,000 online on eBay. So yeah, so I was like, well, if someone knows that and they see that's what it is, I'm sure someone could take it. But that's the only thing that I was a little bit frustrated with. Let's see. Watch your Texas video. Love the vlog. Looked awesome. Thank you, Andrew. That trip outside of the return trip and dealing with some of the issues that we had trying to get home, that trip was unbelievably fun. Thank you so much for checking out the videos. Really, really appreciate it. And all of a sudden now, like one of my group texts is just going off, and I have literally got 40 messages here in the last 2 minutes. So that's just been popping up my phone. So I've been trying to read those and these comments. Josh Cortez, what's going on? Let's see. Just wait until you see how well you unpack this thing is, or how well packed this thing is. Cool. That's what I like. I know McFarlane, like Todd himself, like on some of the updates and stuff that he's been sending out, he's been saying like, this thing is pretty insane with kind of the packaging and some of the details that they put in. So I'm really excited to open it up. Luckily it got to. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, no, I was super happy that it that it did arrive safely, even though it just randomly showed up in Knoxville, Tennessee, with absolutely no change in tracking at all. I got the modern and so love it, but would have loved to gotten all three. Kendra says, yeah. The only reason I'm a massive Spawn fan, like I have a huge Spawn collection, so like the 3-pack was for me was just kind of a no brainer. But I get it. Like this was extremely expensive for what it was. I think 3 figures and an autograph like was over $200. So yeah, no, I completely understand if you can only do one. Definitely glad you at least got one of them, because these things, from what I've seen online, look amazing. So I cannot wait to open this up. Let's see, playing some Dead by Daylight. Nice. Josh and I were actually talking about that game. I haven't watched or played that in quite some time, but I really enjoyed that when it first came out. Let's see, I never even got a tracking notice, just randomly showed up. Yeah, like that's absolutely crazy to me. Is like, and I know that there's a whole lot of kind of issues right now with the Postal Service and all sorts of stuff like that. Like the stuff that I sold, I think around Christmas, took like 3 weeks to deliver, and that's just insane. But yeah, it's crazy, like just kind of how slow and kind of how sporadic some of the stuff is right now with shipping anything. NHL and ESPN again, finally. Ooh, I did not know that they got the rights back. That is cool. I'll be super interested to see what ESPN is able to do with it. I loved Hockey Night in Canada when ESPN was doing all that stuff, so that is really cool. Yeah, like I don't mind the NBC coverage. They just don't do enough of it, in my opinion. Like, I mean, yeah, they have the Wednesday night rivalry games on Wednesday nights, and they think they do Saturday night hockey. But outside of that, they don't like, and it's always the same freaking teams. It's always the Penguins. It's always the Blackhawks. They never, the Capitals. Like they never really show some of the games that I really like to see. So hopefully ESPN does a little bit better coverage. Let's see, Kevin Vallejo, how's it going, sir? Thank you so much for saying hi at the Dallas-Fort Worth Toy Expo. It was fantastic getting to talk with you for about a half an hour or so. Really, really enjoyed that. Next time I'm in Dallas, we'll definitely have to meet up and hang out. So huge thank you so much for saying hi, and I was glad we were able to connect a little bit at the show. Hopefully you guys had a good Saturday and you guys found some cool stuff at the show. Let's see. 3-pack was the way it also went. B. Rivera says, yeah. I mean, for me, I wanted the classic, and I really wanted the artist proof. The modern, I was excited about because that comes with the Al Simmons face sculpt. But yeah, it made sense for me to do all three. Let's see. Calvin Vallejo, what is going on? How are you doing? Let's see, playing against a ghost face right now. Nice. That's big. Like I said, it's been so long since I freaking played that game. But I remember really, really liking that game a lot. All right, so since we got some people in here, let's go ahead and crack this thing open and we will see what we got. So, I have my trusty little pair of scissors here, and let's see what this looks like. I was kind of surprised. I mean, I figured, like, because like the packaging boxes that McFarlane and everybody has, or McFarlane has like teased, the box actually for all three figures looked pretty big. So I guess I should have expected a fairly large kind of shipping box like this. Kiwi, what is going on? How are you doing this evening? All right. So then we have our boxes within a box. Man, corner protect. You weren't kidding. Like this, Trevor. This is like kind of crazy. We have corner protectors and everything. All right, so here is one of the. So it's shipping boxes within boxes. We got some nice little, I guess, vinyl corner protectors, which is really kind of crazy. Thinking like this is just literally a shipping box. Like, but man, they wanted to make sure that nothing happened to these guys. So it looks like this says Trio AP. I don't think it actually says which one is which, but let's see if there's any individual markings. Dude, just got my single classic spawn last week. It's beautiful. The packaging is next level. That's actually kind of what I'm like really excited about, is like seeing the boxes and stuff that they came up with this. I'm hoping that it feels super premium, kind of almost like a, I don't know, like Storm or MEZCO, like where it feels a little bit more high end. Since essentially it's kind of what the price point for all three of these actually ended up kind of being. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna flip it over. I was having a hard time getting these actually out. All right, so we have just this one just says, oh, so this is the classic. This one, the AP, all artist proof, duh. And then this one should be our modern, and then the autographed one is the classic. All right, so let's see. Mark Matthews says, stoked to see this Kickstarter now. I just opened my Storm Collectibles Montaro. Nice. That one looks freaking like, that looked amazing. If you guys watched Josh's video, he was really contemplating that. And the more that I sat there and looked at him with him, I definitely kind of wanted to pick up one of those as well. But yeah, definitely didn't need to start a whole another line as we talked about at the show. I kind of wish I got the signature set as well. One to keep displayed in box and one open. Yeah, so I'm curious to see kind of how these figures are actually in the box. So, because I'm an out-of-box collector, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. From what I've heard, like the packaging is so kind of pristine that I might, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in box or if I'm going to open them up yet. Absolutely has MEZCO layer package. Nice. I'm super excited. All right, so I'm going to let you guys decide. Let me know in the comments which one of these three. So we have the artist proof, we have the classic autographed, and then we have the modern. Which one of these three do you guys want to see first? And I'll let you guys decide. The first thing that I see pop up, that's what I'm going to open first. So let me know. All right, so Andrew Evans says classic. Let's do the classic then. Let's see, speaking of MEZCO, anybody in the chat have Iron Fist for sale? Oh man, if you watch my video, they actually had at least 3, if not 4 Iron Fists at Dallas Vintage Toys when I went there. They were fully stocked on MEZCO. Simon, what is going on? He said classic as well. Let's see, Kiwi said classic. So yeah, classic is what we are 100% going to be opening first. And I'm like super like
cautious, like kind of scared. Okay, he's got cardboard on top of the ship, like in the shipper, so I'm not gonna risk cutting up the actual display box. All right. Oh my God. Holy. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this is freaking cool. You need a whole detail for each set. I'm finding this out. I actually don't have any Spawn figures in a detail, although maybe I should start doing that. I think they actually look pretty cool. All right, so here we go. Here is our classic Spawn, and just already the like slip cover to this is freaking insane. So you get this really, really nice kind of glossy Spawn logo right there in the classic red. You see the light hitting it, very nice and shiny. On the side, you have 1994, 2021, the little Spawn head, and then here on the side, a very, very huge Spawn logo there in the glossy foil as well, and then a really nice Spawn head right there. Yeah, this thing is unreal with the packaging. Oh my God, like, oh, this is dumb. So here again, nice, super nice Spawn head. You even have the like almost like a super fancy book or a super fancy collectible where you don't want to actually like damage anything. It's got the little pull tab there. It's the nice ribbon. So yeah, the packaging on this is better than Hot Toys. Like this is almost like a museum type piece. Just the box alone, which is freaking amazing that's what Todd went with this. You can really tell that he put a lot of like kind of care and love into this. So let's go ahead and pull up on that. All right, so the first thing that we get is the certificate of authenticity for the Spawn Masterworks. It just says that this set was part of the Kickstarter, and because I backed, this was possible. So yeah, that's really cool. And it looks like, I would assume that's just a little print by McFarlane. And then the little kind of Masterworks, here's like a little comparison checklist that it comes with. So it gives you kind of the features of the original 1994 wave. And if I would have thought about it, I should have actually grabbed my 1994 wave and made like actually shown you the comparisons between the two since I have those. But yeah, so like you can kind of see like very few yeses here on the 1994 one and all these yeses here on the 2021. The only really yes plastic hinges as far as on the 1994 for both the cape and the chains, and then the new ones are all steel. So that's really the only thing that's like the, I guess, official differences. Oh my God. Oh, this is so freaking cool. All right. So, and I thought this was just going to be like a folded piece of paper, but it's not. So the first thing I'm going to show you, I don't even know where to begin. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, this is ridiculously cool. Sorry, I'm really geeking out right now. So the first thing I'll show you is our plaque here, signed by Todd McFarlane. This is one of the major things I really wanted because I have yet to get a McFarlane autograph in any of my collection, and he is pretty much the reason I'm into comics. It was his run on Spider-Man and Spawn that kind of really got me into like the whole art aspect of collecting art and doing everything like that. Andrew says I need a drool cloth. A drool cloth? Yes, I do. This is ridiculous. And then the cool thing is, like I said, this is on like an actual like plastic like plaque essentially, as I'm gonna strap it. But I know this was exclusive to the 3-pack, was a gold plaque with gold writing. So that was one of the things that was exclusive to the 3-pack. If you got just one of the figures, I think the color matched the figure. And then, so just to kind of give you guys a little look right here. So once we opened it up, what we have is Spawn right there in all of his freaking amazing glory. We have some accessories there up top fully coated or like fully protected there in some little foam. And yeah, this is just this is unreal. So let's see if we can go ahead. So one accessory real quick is the little club here with some nails and the little hook, like little meat cleaver hook up top. Let's put that back in its slot. We do have like the, I guess the necromancer effects there. So some nice translucent green. I believe that he can actually hold these and it looks like it's radiating off of his hands. We are also given a little kind of dagger right here. So really cool little effects there. Looks like we do have the screaming Al Simmons sculpt, and it's not really focusing all that well, but that looks unbelievably awesome. A ton of detail all throughout it. This is just an absolutely gorgeous piece. All right, so put that back in its spot. And then let's see if we can go ahead and get out. All right, so if we pull out this foam here, sorry, I know I've totally missed some comments. King Dinglin says, "Damn, nice man." Yeah, this is unreal. Kiwi said, "Ty went out for this whole thing." He really did. And I hope he does some more Kickstarters. Like, I would love to get a Clown and Violator. Yeah, I hope that he kind of starts making some more kind of Kickstarters for some of the other figures in the Series 1 wave, because that would be unbelievable. Let's see. I haven't seen your recent upload yet. Do they have a nice price? I honestly don't remember what price I had on Iron Fist. Just about everything in that store was retail though. So I would imagine that it was probably only, if it wasn't retail, it was only like maybe a couple, like $10, $20 more than retail. I don't think it was anything super crazy. Let's see. Yeah, I already said Andrew said I need a drool cloth. It looks sick. Let's see. Damn, that's what I wish I did. I got the non-signature set. Haha, man, big mistake on my part. Yeah, that sucks. Like I said, like I don't have since I didn't have a autograph from McFarlane, I knew that was one of the things that I definitely wanted to get. Let's see. Slapshot Pops, what's going on? How are you doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing well. Love the name. Absolutely love the name. Let's see. Matthew Arbro said, "What's up, Pops? Now I regret not ordering it, and I definitely regret not getting them." So, okay. So, yeah. So, here is our classic Spawn, and good God, does this thing look amazing. Oh, like, just the detail on this thing, the cape, the accessories. This looks sinister. Oh, this looks really cool. So Trevor or Kiwi, if you guys have fully opened yours yet, the only thing I'm a little bit, all right, so that popped out nice and easy. So we have like basically clamshell casing there. And then if we pull this out, so what we have is the comic book, and one of the really cool things was this was a foil embossed title right there. I believe this is, yeah, so Spawn #1, special comic art for each individual figure. And yeah, that just looks absolutely stunning. So that's packaged extremely well. It's almost in like a little comic, like a little plastic hard shell comic protector with that, which looks like you can very easily just slide it out right here if you actually wanted to read it. Oh, and as I just put that down on the outer shell box. So the one thing that I was a little bit nervous about is I had read that this actual figure has like, he used twist ties, which I'm not a fan of because you can't put things back in the box super easily. But that does not appear to be the case. It does look like the gun is twist tied. But I think the actual figure itself, oh man, this thing. Let's go ahead and see if I can get this out. Let's see. Sorry. We actually have some tape. It's like the corners taped. Let's see. Now we're not ordering it. Definitely not getting them. Just sub. Didn't know that there was another slap shot. That's awesome. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for subbing. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah. So I'm a huge hockey fan. So when I started the channel, I don't know. I don't remember when I did it. It's been a couple years now, but huge hockey fan. So I just thought it made sense to call the channel Slapshot Toys. So yeah. See, the comic is beautiful too. It's completely collector friendly. Nice. Okay, that's what I was a little bit worried about. Was it was going to be? It did tape these corners, but that's not an issue at all. I was worried from reading some of the reviews and some of the stuff that he was saying that it was going to be a little bit more on the like retail side, to where they're going to have twist ties and all those type of things, which honestly, I don't know, the packaging looks so good and he looks so good in package. But see, there are twist ties, or not twist ties, but there are little like what I want to call them, like little, like kind of like the little plastic pieces that are holding them in package. So I don't know I haven't decided what I'm gonna do, because he looks so freaking good in just this. I mean, this thing looks freaking insane. That cape, the way that it like just goes across his body. Oh man, this thing looks awesome. Gun, a ton of detail. All right, so Michael Taylor's saying it looks better out of package. Oh, no, man, I don't know what you guys are watching like a live dilemma that I'm having, because I'm 100% an out of box collector, but he looks so freaking good in box. Oh, I don't know yet. So get him out, let him breathe. So everyone's saying set him free. I don't know. I think for tonight, I'm going to keep him in here and then think about what I want to do. Yeah, because I like the look of like having like the actual clamshell. So the only reason that I'm really thinking about keeping them in box is because all my original 94 wave are in box, and I love the way that kind of looks in those clamshells. And yeah, I think that this, like, just the instant reaction of like having the comic behind it. Yeah, I really like the way that it looked in box. Man from Room V says, I'm acting like the 40-year-old virgin right now. That's 100% true. Which is weird, because like I literally, like, if you guys look, like even my McFarlane stuff down here, like I don't keep things in box. But like for whatever reason, I'm having trouble taking this out. Like, I don't know. All right, but anyway, so here is the classic. You got the amazing black and red suit, just some awesome detail, kind of right there in the face. Cape, like the little hood, not the hood, but the collar goes way above his head. Looks unbelievable. The cape is a real nice kind of soft vinyl right there. Michael Taylor, no, I'm not going to ever sell these. If I sold them, it's going to be way down the line, and this is 100% for my collection, and which is why I open everything, because that's not what I do. I have nothing against people that buy things to sell them, but for me personally, if I'm going to spend this much money, this is something that I'm going to cherish and collect, not just throw away. But it just looks so good in box. Like, hell, I don't know. Simon, have a good night. Thanks for joining. But yeah, so you get the metal chains here, which was one of the big things that McFarlane did talk a lot about. And then, yeah, you get your gun accessory there. You get a couple different hands. Just a really, really, really freaking cool piece. And yeah, I guess like really like those little kind of like the two zip ties that they have on them, or not zip ties, but the little pieces, like they're not really doing a whole lot. So I think you could actually put him fairly easily back in the box if I wanted to. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on it. But for right now, I'm gonna show you guys at least this. So yeah, so you get the figure, you get the cape, you get the hands, you get the gun, and then you get the accessories that I showed you that are actually not part of the actual like in package set. But yeah, so this is the classic, and geez, oh piece does he look flipping amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and put the protector back on him for now. Go ahead, tape this back up. Cause that's the thing, like, cause now it's, even if I wanted to sell it as like new, the tape is all messed up here on the corners. So obviously I opened it at some point. So let's see. Go with your instinct, sorry, Majira. Sorry if I mispronounced that. So yeah, like my instinct is to keep it in box, just because, like I said, from how cool it looked from the instant, like kind of taking it out. But I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like the stand looks really cool too, because like you guys can kind of see in there. So it's like the circular stand that we get with all the McFarlane figures, but it does have the Spawn logo, and it does say 1994 to 2021. Michael Taylor says, check your Twitter. Honestly, I think it's still active, but I deleted my Twitter app probably about, I don't know, 6 months ago, like a little bit before Christmas. Actually, it's probably about the fall. Social media and stuff was just getting way too much. So I deleted my Facebook and I deleted my Twitter. So I'm actually not on there right now. But you can, Michael Taylor, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm pretty active on that. So if you want to send me some pics of it open, I had a Facebook. I do not any longer. Taint and Toe says that fig is sick. Yeah, no, this thing is unbelievably cool. I am beyond excited to have this in my collection. Michael, I'm pretty sure we were friends on Facebook. I'm pretty sure we were. Back when I had it. Let's see. I'm an inbox collector, but that I would, or I'm an, let's see. Jose says, hey Kyle, I'm an inbox collector, but that I would display inbox. So you would display inbox, or would you display it out of box? Hyper Smurf says, I'm still waiting for mine to arrive. Hopefully it arrives soon. Like I was saying at the beginning of this live stream, what actually ended up happening to me was I didn't get any tracking at all. Or I got tracking, but then it said that they sent the shipping to FedEx on March 1st, yesterday or Monday, which was March 8th. I still, like, it didn't update at all. It said it was still just shipped and pending status. So I contacted FedEx. They said they didn't have it. I contacted the I can't remember the name, whatever company did the shipping for this, for McFarlane. I contacted them. They told me that they didn't have it, that they dropped it off to FedEx March 1st. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, what the heck's going on? And then I got worried that like maybe something did happen, someone took it. So I was actually almost about to like file a claim with Kickstarter just in case. And all of a sudden it just popped up randomly in Knoxville, Tennessee. So somehow it got all the way from Hermosa, California, where it originated, and didn't get scanned at FedEx there, and then made it all the way to Knoxville before it was finally scanned. And then it arrived today. So it was a super kind of odd transaction as far as the shipping. So hopefully you get yours, sir. Just like you have it in your hands. Okay, yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking is like, I'm going to take it out of this box. I'm not going to keep it in this actual. Although this box is freaking insane. Let's see. So what I may do is I may actually put these in I might have to get another Detoff and actually like do like a Spawn collection in the Detoff. But these would look, I think, amazing if you had like kind of this box sitting behind the like the in package clamshell. Because yeah, this is so freaking cool. All right, so that is the classic. So we're just gonna go in order now. So since we started with the original, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and let's open up the modern next. All right, so we have our modern box here. This one should not. I think you only got one autograph with the set. You could have gotten any of the figures if you just wanted to buy one of them. You could have gotten any of them with an autograph. But since I did get the 3-pack, I really wanted to open up all of these. All right, so let's see. Yeah, FedEx and UPS suck at scanning their packages. I typically don't have too many issues. I honestly can't think of like too many times where this has actually happened, but yeah, that's insane that it gets halfway across the country before it even gets scanned. Like I said, I know everything is kind of crazy with shipping and COVID and everything. Michael, yes, I actually just got the notification on my phone here, so thank you for that. I will definitely be checking those out the second that I get off here. I ordered the classic time I've ever done anything on Kickstarter. Hyper Smurf says, yeah, so I've done a lot of comics on Kickstarter. I've also done a record on Kickstarter. So this is my first figure-based purchase. Like I said, everything else has been comic-related, which I've done quite a few of those. Kickstarter is awesome. If you get like some creators that really know what they're doing, like obviously Todd McFarlane, Kyle Starks is a artist and is an artist and like comic writer I absolutely love. He does a lot of Kickstarters I've done a couple with. I did. I'm trying to think what else I've done. Done a couple. Colin Bunn. I did one of his Kickstarters. I did one with it was Colin Bunn who does Howard County. And it was actually Q from Impractical Jokers. Those two actually wrote a comic together, and I think it was the artist, comic book man. I can't think of his name. Walt Flanagan. He did the art for it. So it was Walt Flanagan, Q from Impractical Jokers, and Colin Bunn. So I did that Kickstarter. That was really cool. The comic was Metro. Really cool comic. So yeah, Kickstarter is a lot of fun, especially like if you have some super creative like creators that you're interested in. Mine just arrived this past Sunday. It was a pleasant surprise and nice ghost. Glad you were able to get yours. He displays well with any McFarlane Batman. I'm sure he does. Buffalo Mike, what is going on? How are you doing tonight? If you haven't already, hit the like button. Thank you, Matthew. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So okay. So this one is the modern Spawn. So I believe that this one is an all-black suit, doesn't have the red accents kind of on the sides. But as you see here, the difference is we get a green logo here on the box, same on the side. Everything else is the same. Spawn head, and 1994 to 2021. So let's go ahead and crack this open. Of course, we get the nice green ribbon here for this figure. Again, get the Masterworks certificate authentication. We get the checklist that we got with the classic. And oh yes, oh yeah. Sorry, this one. This one's so freaking cool. All right, so this one, the special accessories that are not actually in the package is a little kind of grenade launcher right here. Actually, quite a bit of detail on this. Really like that gold. That looks fantastic. So we get the same knife. So the little ectoplasm knife there, the necromancer, I guess, like powers that he has. I don't know what the exact term is. And then we have a different little energy kind of, I don't know, effect here. This one's just a little bit different than what we got with the classic version of the figure. And then what we get with this one is actually, if I can get it out of the box, is we get the unmasked Al Simmons sculpt. So this is the pre-burnt Al Simmons sculpt. So very cool there. All right, so then of course this one does not have the plaque with the figure, so we did not get that with this specific figure. Let's go ahead and get this out. I am hearing he is coming up with an actual Spawn line to go with his DC line. That would be awesome. Yeah, I think he announced something along those lines. I don't know why. On my end, hopefully this isn't actually happening to everyone, but on my end, I'm buffering a ton. So I don't know why that would be. Craig, what's going on? So let me know in the chat if I'm buffering or if it's smooth, because on mine I'm just completely buffered, which I don't know if that's part of. Let's see. Yeah, it's cutting in and out a lot on this. Well, it's probably because someone in our household is using internet right now. Let's see. Because that should not be happening all that much. CBKC says smooth. Because mine is 100%. Let me see if I can not reset the stream, but let me see if I can reset this, and let's see if it. So maybe it was possibly just my internet. I thought it was mine because weather's really bad right here right now. It's stopping every so often, King Lee says. Yeah, I don't know what's going on then. Because, yeah, now it looks, it's all good on my end. Yeah, I don't know, because, like, on mine, like, I'm looking here, and, yeah, like, there for a while, it was actually freezing quite a bit. But, yeah, I don't know what's going on. So, hopefully, you were buffing like 2 seconds, now you're all good. Thanks, Liz. I appreciate that. Hopefully, it stays pretty consistent. Now, all right, so what we have here is the modern Spawn. So this is figure number 2, and I'll go ahead and get this out of the clamshell so you can see a closer look at it. But as you can kind of see, there's not the red accents here on the sides. It's a white and black suit. And then this one, which actually I think I am a little bit more excited about because of this specific head sculpt. And this is what really this is what I really wanted with the modern. The suit doesn't do a whole lot for me because I like the red accents of the classic suit a lot better than the modern. But what sold me on specifically wanting this version of the figure was the head sculpt on this specific one. Let's see. So here's our comic again. Spider-Man. Spawn #1. Get the nice foil up there, green, and then you have this really nice cover here drawn by McFarlane. So different cover from the classic version. Then let's go ahead and get Spawn out of his package. All right. So again, let's go ahead and get this tape off. Let's see. Are you excited for Snyder Justice League? Michael, yes, I am. I don't know what it's gonna. I don't know how much it can really add because I mean, how much did Whedon really change? I don't know. But I'm excited to see exactly like what differences were made, and I don't expect it to tell a different story. I don't expect it to tell a more coherent story. I'm more interested in just kind of comparing the two and just seeing what differences were made. Like I said, I don't feel like it's going to change anything drastically about the movie. But yeah, we'll see. I was gonna say it's 4 hours long. I didn't know it was that long. I knew it was a decent. It was quite a bit longer than what the actual theatrical cut ended up being. 65 and Buffalo Day. Are you anxious to get out the motorcycle out yet? Yes, I actually almost took it out the other day. It hit 70 here today, and when I got home, when Josh and I got home Sunday, it was super nice, and the first thing I thought of was getting that out. I don't know if my battery's still live. I may need to charge it. It's been a minute since I actually turned it on and actually let the engine run, so I may need to condition the battery a little bit before I actually am able to take it out. Let's see. I'm hearing a lot of stuff has been re-added. I'm all for it. Like, hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully it does. Hopefully it changes it a lot. I'm all for that. All right, so here we have our modern Spawn, and like I said, the thing I was most excited about this one was this head sculpt. So here we have the Undead Al Simmons. So we have the burnt face there with some stitching over the mouth, some stitching kind of in the forehead, holding them all together. This is what I was most excited about the specific modern one, was this head sculpt. So like I said, the suit looks good. I like the classic better with the red. So but yeah, that head sculpt looks freaking fantastic. And then so what we get here is it's now black gloves instead of the all red with the classic same stand right here, and then you get the kind of billy club with the hook and the nails actually in package, not just as an additional accessory. And yeah, this thing just looks freaking unbelievable. Michael says Batman caused that face. If Batman did that, I don't know if that would be against Batman's code, because that would pretty much be killing someone if you're gonna mess them up that bad. But yeah, this thing looks absolutely amazing. Really, really freaking cool. All these figures look so good. So incredibly good. Now I thought like we were supposed to get a giant sword with one of them. And maybe that's the artist proof that that's the only thing it came with. But I thought that like there was a giant sword that came with this one. Oh, it's in the Spawn Batman comic. I own that. I couldn't tell you the last time I read it, to be honest with you, and I honestly don't remember a whole lot about it. But yeah, this thing looks freaking awesome. So let's go ahead and put that. Yeah, because I think the artist proof. I want to say like the weapon, like the weapon that we're supposed to get with that, I thought was just like the all white plastic. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back through and figure out what's supposed to come with what. Because I thought, yeah, I was supposed to get like there's a giant sword that came with the modern from the more recent run of Spawn comics. Like, come here. Let's see. The sword comes with the classic version. I didn't see that in the box. Then again, I didn't fully take it out, so maybe it's in there and I just didn't see it. That's what I thought, though. I thought the sword came with the classic. I'll have to open that back up and see if it's in there and I just missed it. But yeah, so there's our modern figure. So last but not least, we have the artist proof. Which that one, the artist proof, I like. Even if I open up these two, the artist proof, I'm 100%. Should be in the foam, Frankie says. Like, okay, so let me, since I have it right here. Let me see. I can't get over this box. Like, the packaging is just unreal. All right, so there's our modern. All right, so here's our classic. Oh, under the autograph. Oh, okay. I did not look there, Frankie. I bet you that has to be where it's at then. All right, so let's see. Oh, that makes sense. Like that's the perfect spot for it. Oh, yep. Because actually, it's hidden under another piece of foam right here. So we have another little protective piece of foam. There we go. Yeah, so the classic, I thought it was supposed to come with that. And that just looks stunning there. The Spawn head symbol here up top, some nice detail on the blade, the nice giant handle with the skull. Yeah, that is freaking amazing, and that's what I was really kind of excited to see what that would look like. So thank you, Frankie, very much for letting me know where exactly that was. See, Michael says same. I'm leaving the artist proof sealed. Yeah, I think that one is, I think, just looks so much better. Even if I open up these two, I think that one just makes sense to keep that one in box. See, Darkness GTR. Did I ever get a tracking number? Yes. So it came from a weird company. It was like Pledge Fund or something like that. And then like it was a weird email that like just very like subtly said your tracking is through FedEx and had a number. Honestly, I could have very like if I didn't look at it, I very easily could have missed it. I didn't look at it pretty carefully. Trevor says paint apps are clean as hell. Yes, I've noticed like just kind of looking at it real quick. It looks like it looks very much like they took like an insane amount of time and detail producing these things, and they weren't something that was just hastily thrown together. And and that's what I wanted. I wanted this to feel like a premium product. And to be honest with you, this feels so much more than a premium product. This, like I said, like Hot Toys boxing is not this good. This feels like a museum kind of quality piece, and I am beyond ecstatic that I pulled the trigger on these and actually was able to pick them up when the Kickstarter was going on. Because like with everything that's going on with Spawn right now, this is just super exciting and super cool to have in the collection. Because that is one thing, like even though I'm slowing down a little bit on the Batman McFarlane stuff, just because I'm kind of tired of the metal series being the only thing that they're doing right now. All of the Spawn figures that they bring out over the next couple months, I'll be 100% trying to find those, be able to pick those up. Let's see. I didn't know that. Thanks, Scott. I didn't. Though I didn't get the sword. Can't wait for mine. Owen says, "Yeah, no. I'm hoping that this video is like showing the excitement and just kind of just how awesome this set really is. Even if you just got one figure." Honestly, like I said, the packaging, the detail, this is, I don't know, like in my mind, this is what you collect for. And this just kind of proves to me that McFarlane really does think of collectors, not just, trying to make a quick buck. Because they could have very easily sold this for $200 and just gave us the clamshells, throwing them in a box with some bubble wrap. Like this to me really shows that McFarlane truly cares about the properties that he's making figures for, and I don't know, that's really exciting to see. David Patrick, what's going on? How are you doing tonight? Mahalo, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Difference is the gauntlet and the foot stomp. Okay, I thought there were some other changes there on the modern as well, but I could not remember exactly what they were. Let's see. I'm just curious. I know mainstream thrash may not be your thing, but did you ever get into bands like Slayer and Testament and all that? Yeah. So like, I appreciate since I listen to a lot of like hardcore and punk. There's obviously a lot of thrash influence. I definitely appreciate Slayer. I actually had quite a few of their albums back in high school. I listened to them quite a bit. I mean, like, I listen to most all that type of stuff. Like, I listen to Pantera. I got more into the punk scene than I did the actual thrash metal. Really, the metal stuff, what I got into was more like the melodic death. So, like, I loved At the Gates, Love in Flames, really like Soilwork. Like some of that, like I guess like the Swedish melodic death metal, like Children of Bodom, I got into a lot. Trying to think what else. Got for a little bit there. I kind of got into the Cannibal Corpse. Got into Deicide. Some of the more like I guess like kind of actual death metal. Also like listen to a lot of like black metal, so like Cradle of Filth, Dumir Borgir. I listen to a lot. Like Old Man's Child. I like. There was a band called Winter Sun. I freaking loved. Yeah, so like just I listened to a lot of metal, but a lot of it was more on like the melodic side. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I listen to a lot of as far as like on that side of the music. Let's see, Michael. He was upset it went out so late. McFarlane was. That doesn't surprise me. Like I said, this has been like a year since I backed this. Good. How was the toy show? Did you see any Hellboy MEZCOs there? I did not. I don't remember seeing any of the old Hellboy MEZCOs at the show. I love watching McFarlane talk about his projects because, right, Hyper, 100. I agree, 100%. Like it's always so. It's like it's fun to watch him because he like sits there and he geeks out. It's like he'll be showing like just a proof of like an elbow, and he's sitting there bending it in like 5 different ways, and he's like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, and he gets like so animated, and it's just like his eyes light up, and he's just like, this is so freaking cool, which I kind of feel like I do. So he's kind of like I guess my spirit animal. But yeah, I love watching McFarlane talk about things. It's so infectious, and it's just cool to like see someone really get excited about stuff. And I hope at some point I'll actually get to meet him at a con because that is pretty much my kind of dream is to be able to like see a panel with him and be able to get like an actual in-person autograph. Although this one that came with the set will suit me for now. Let's see, blown away how I describe my reaction to these figures. It was more than what I was expecting. Fully agree. Let's see. Hey, hello, Kyle. It's Mihailo. Thank you for the pronunciation. I really, really appreciate that. I have a terrible time with some of these names trying to figure out exactly how to pronounce them, but I wanted to shout you guys out because you guys are obviously spending the evening with me. So I want to make sure that you guys feel welcome and know that you are appreciated. So thank you for letting me know the pronunciation. I promise I will try my best to get it right here going forward. Let's see. I'm excited for his new expanded Spawn universe. A lot of talent coming in. Yes, I am super excited to see where they take it. That's just Todd being insecure about the articulation game. I mean, you're not wrong, but I do think like I think it's just his excitement. I think like because even when we just talking about comic books, he just gets so excited, and it's cool to see. But no, I do agree with you. But he's been doing so much better on the articulation. I mean, you look at like even the color tops that he did a couple years ago. Those were essentially just statues, which I mean is what the 12-inch Commando Spawn pretty much is. But I think it's still gonna be an amazing piece, and I'll probably end up picking up that one as well, just because it's a freaking 12-inch Spawn. And I mean, I don't know, like I love the way my statues look. Like I have quite a few of these actual premium formats, and I don't know, they have such an awesome presence. So I don't mind just the non-articulated statues and stuff. Because I mean, to be honest, like all these I can pose around, but I never mess with them. They just stay in the poses that I have them in. Let's see. Did I see that McFarlane DC multiverse with Jon Stewart, Joker, Nightwing? No, I have not, Michael. I will have to start looking that on Instagram and see what those look like. That's really cool though. Jon Stewart still looks super good. Gonna hunt after that one. Yeah, that was always one of my favorite Green Lantern costumes. That look really cool. Overall, how do you feel about your purchase? This is a 100% no-brainer, and I am like beyond excited that I picked it up. Do not regret this purchase at all, and I cannot wait. This is actually making me pretty sure I'm gonna go buy a DTOF for my Spawn collection. I just gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it. Let's see. He's a super nice guy. I work in a movie theater for a premiere of the original Spawn movie. Nice, Ghost John. That's awesome. I actually watched that not too long ago, and the special effects, while they don't necessarily hold up the movie, I don't mind the movie. I think it was ahead of its time. I think if it came out now, I think it would get a much better reception, and I am hesitantly optimistic about the new one if he ever gets it made through Blumhouse. So hopefully that it comes out and it's awesome. With all the stars, I got to meet him and get his autograph on the back of my work schedule. That's so cool. Just having like something I don't know, unique signed by Todd McFarlane. That's awesome, man. Have a good night. Michael, have a good evening. Yes, Cincy, I was actually hoping to wrap all this up before Cincy's saying, because I know that's probably where everybody wants to be. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. So this is the artist proof. So you can see here, this is the kind of gray logo. Again, foil on the side, same thing, same thing. I feel like Shartimus doing the. Let's see. Again, got a nice little silver ribbon. We have our same checklist and Masterworks certificates. Got our foam cover. Ooh, I actually like this one more than I was curious about the artist proof. So the first thing that we get is the matte gray. So if you guys don't know, like, so the artist proof is supposed to be like the coloring of the actual proof that they send for actual production, so the molds. So here we have our like kind of just matte gray sword. We have the matte gray club, and then we have our, again, green sword that came with all the figures. And then we have our Screaming Tormented Soul matte gray Spawn head sculpt right there, which looks unbelievably awesome. And then if we go ahead and take out the foam, so what we have here is our artist proof Spawn. Let's go ahead and put that down here. So, yep, what we have is the, like I said, it's all matte gray, so it's just to kind of signify the actual proof that they use to actually make the production molds. So, looks really cool. Yeah, I like that. I actually, I am pleasantly surprised with how much I actually like this one. I knew I liked the other two. This one I just wasn't for sure about, but this came out really freaking cool. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice that. So we have our black and white, so same cover as the modern, just the black and white sketch variant. Nice silver foil there on the Spawn. So that is the comic that we get with this one. Again, Spawn #1. And then the actual figure is the exact same thing as the other two, just all gray. Let's see. Uber Hulk. Uber, what's going on? Dude, it was so nice to get to meet you finally at the Dallas show. Hope you are doing well this evening. Wish we could have gotten to spend more time together, but it was super, super cool to actually get to meet you. Enjoy the rest of your great evening live stream. I got to work in 5 hours. Hyper, go get some sleep. Hopefully you have a good time or a good day at work. And let's see, you'll still think about trading in your MEZCO horse. Yes. So I am gonna sell. I just haven't posted anything yet. I am gonna sell my MEZCOs and start getting into the Sideshow 1/6 scale horror figures. Just because they display so much better in my collection. I really like my MEZCOs. There's two. I'm not gonna sell Alex from Clockwork Orange because that's one of my all-time favorite books and one of my all-time favorite movies. And I'm not going to sell Ash because, again, that is Evil Dead 2 is, I would consider pretty much my all-time, like, it's in my top 3 of all-time favorite movies. So, if not my all-time favorite movie. So those two I'm never going to sell. But Michael, Freddy, Jason, Nosferatu, all those, I like them, but I don't have to have them in my collection, especially if Sideshow's doing 1/6 scale versions of them. So I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Let's see. So yeah, so here's our artist proof. So as you can see, all matte gray. What we have is the stand is actually a little bit different. So it does have the all gray logo there instead of the green that the other two had. Still has the 1994 to 2021. All gray hands. Does have the energy, which actually I think, again, that's a different like kind of energy effect that we have here. So yeah, freaking awesome looking artist proof. Really, really excited about this one. You can kind of see a little bit more of the kind of the details there in the face, like kind of around the mouth area. Almost kind of reminds me of Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. So yeah, really, really awesome kind of sculpt and paint detail and just something unique. And the other nice thing is this one actually has more silver chains, whereas the other ones were a little bit more of a reddish tint. So yeah, so I'm super happy to have the artist proof because, like I said, this is something kind of a little bit different, a little bit more unique. I don't know how necroplasm. Thank you. That is the term that I've been looking for all night that I could not think of. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Do you have room to display all of your complete Lego sets? Yeah. So I actually found a company that makes like flight stands, and I'm super excited to be able to buy some of those. Unfortunately, they ship from the UK, so shipping is super expensive. So what I'm gonna do is actually think of all the sets I'm gonna buy because like right now I have three sets that I have complete that I want to buy the flight stand for, and at least 2 more sets that are just came out that I also want to buy. So I think I'm just gonna do a big order, get all 5 of those sets just to try to save a little bit on shipping. And so yeah, so once I get those, I'm actually going to display a lot of my Lego Star Wars in detolfs because they actually fit fairly decently, some of the smaller sets. So yeah, so as of right now, I do have plenty of room to display everything. I'm gonna need to do some rearranging, I'm pretty sure, here as more sets come out because I'm 100% going all in on Star Wars Lego. I'm kind of getting out of the Star Wars Hot Toys game. I'm just going to focus on Batman when it comes to Hot Toys, and yeah, so I'm super excited to be able to display my Lego stuff. But as of right now, yes, I can display all my completed sets. Let's see. Jack Torrance, yes. That was the one figure out of the MEZCO line that I was super bummed. That and Beetlejuice were the 2 that I wish so badly they would have actually made a MEZCO 112 out of. They very well may still. I don't know if it's like a Jack Nicholson like rights thing is the reason why they haven't done it, but that would be so amazing. And especially if you actually got the twins and like just a whole awesome like little diorama set with it. Because that's like the Crow figure is another one that I was really looking at, and I think that one's gonna be really cool too. So hopefully for the MEZCO collectors that they do something like that, and then for myself, hopefully Sideshow ends up doing some of those characters in 1/6 scale form as well. Random question. I'm a big G-Shock guy. I've noticed you wearing them in the past. Yes. So I have quite a few G-Shocks. It was funny. I actually got into those because of a mistake. So the wife and I think, was it our honeymoon? I'm sorry, my wife's sitting right here, so I'm asking her a
I
question.
haven't had them then, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. G-Shock, was it our honeymoon that I bought the first one?
What's a G-Shock?
My watches.
Oh, maybe. Or like the second
Well,
one.
I can't remember. If it was either way, so like we went on a cruise and we completely forgot because I'm a big like scuba diver, snorkeler, and we didn't have anything like other than our phones to tell time. I didn't bring any watches that were waterproof. I didn't have anything that didn't know what time we needed to get back on the boat. And I've always been a bit of a watch guy, as far as just I have a very small collection, but I do have quite a few watches. And so we were on the boat. We were in like the little gift shop, and I just started looking. And I was like, I need to find something that we can take. It'd be nice to have something I could actually like take in the water, submerge it. And so I found a G-Shock, and yeah, that was over since then. I don't even know how many I have at this point. But I haven't been wearing any watch just because I got this tattoo a couple months ago, and I don't know, like I didn't want to cover it up, so I kind of stopped wearing watches for a little bit. But yes, no, I am a huge G-Shock guy. They're phenomenal watches, especially for the price point. And I like the colors and everything are just freaking awesome. So that's awesome. Mike, I assume that you noticed G-Shock that you must have a collection. So how many do you have in your collection? I think mine I think mine 7. I think that's what I have. I think. But I truly, I don't remember the exact number. Have you made it 13 Below Brewery? Yes. So I've only been there once. We were on our way to Westside Brewing, which is over there in Cheviot. And we were close to that area, so we stopped by. It was pretty good. I'd like to go back again and give them another kind of try. It was right when COVID, like right when things opened kind of back up for the very first time in 2020. So it was like around May, June, somewhere like last year. But we're like really cool setup. Love like the kind of castle kind of looking building that it's in. And yeah, just it was a really cool area. So we're not down in that area all that often. But next time we're down there, definitely have to check it out again. Like I said, I like Westside a lot. Unfortunately, again, we're never over on the west side of Cincinnati all that much. So I think usually North Side, Urban Artifact, kind of higher gravity. That's Task Brewporium. That's about as far west, and that's not even really that far west that we get, unfortunately. Usually, like we're more downtown, like Rheingeist. Or actually, usually we're more on the east side, kind of going to Mad Tree, Street Side, those breweries. But yes, I have been to 13 Below. Let's see. Soccer. So soccer actually starts April 13th, I think, is the first match. So right now everything's still in preseason. So hopefully I'll have some videos and stuff. They announced, I believe, May 15th is the first home game for FC Cincinnati. I'm hoping, since we have club tickets and this is a brand new stadium, that maybe we'll get to do a little tour before the season starts of the stadium and hopefully do a video and kind of show you guys all that. So soccer is about ready to start up and I am beyond excited for it. So yes, I love them. Only 3 so far, but there are a ton I want. They keep sending me emails like every other day. Right, and the cool thing is like they're like for what they are, like almost indestructible watches. Like they're super cheap. Like I know some of like the Golf Masters and stuff like that can get kind of pricey, but you know, for just a basic G-Shock, I mean, you're looking at what, $80 to $120, which I mean for a nicer watch is nothing. So yeah, no, they're phenomenal products. And I love that this has turned into like watch and soccer and soccer talk. That's what I love about my streams. It's just so much fun, like to share kind of everything with all you guys. So, all right, yeah. So once again, here is our artist proof. So another freaking awesome looking figure set. So yeah, this one 100%. I am going to keep in box just because I think that this one kind of makes more sense to keep in box. The other two, I keep going back and forth because I do think that it's super easy to put all this stuff back. Like, it's not. I mean, who cares? Like, right? There's just plastic. But it just, I don't know. Like the whole presentation, like, and that's what's getting me. It's not taking them out. It's the whole presentation is just so fancy. It feels so premium that I'm like, oh, I don't want to ruin that. So it's a bit of a dilemma. But yeah, so artist proof. We have our modern, we have our classic. And I think that is going to do it. It's been just over an hour, and I want to thank everyone. So let's see. Artist Sculpt, Classic Sculpt, no gauntlets. Look at that. You are 100% correct. So yeah, there's not any gauntlets there. So he doesn't have the giant kind of like claw thing over his hand. Nice catch. I did not see that at all. That's really cool. Thanks for pointing that out. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for this evening. I want to thank everyone for joining. This is unbelievably awesome. I think at one point we had like 50 people in here, and that's so beyond humbling. Like words do not cannot express how much I appreciate everyone hanging out with me this evening and talking figures, talking watches, talking music, talking soccer, and also the shameless plug. So this is a band in Dayton, Ohio, House Ghost. They have a band camp. One of my favorite local bands. I wanted to wear this shirt on the stream just in case someone asked me about it. But if you're into punk, like pop punk, a little bit more on the horror side. So like if you like Misfits, if you like kind of, I don't know, like early, I wouldn't say AFI, like the kind of AFI vibes. But if you are into kind of like some of the horror, kind of more punk stuff, definitely check them out. House Ghost. They have a Bandcamp, and they're awesome. It's a brother and sister, and one of their friends, a drummer, and yeah, they're fantastic. So give them a like on Bandcamp. Check out their music if you guys are into that. And I think that is going to do it. Matthew, thank you so much. The words mean so much to me. Thank you so incredibly much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. That is going to do it. So I will catch you guys later. Should have probably a Lego video up early next week. I think I'm gonna take a weekend off. Just after that trip kind of wore me out just a little bit. So recharge, get back at it next week, and I will see you guys then. So thank you guys so much, and I will catch everyone later. See you guys.